Well, welcome. On today we're going to be tuning our snowblower. The last storm we just had, it was backfiring a little bit, so we're just going to, and it's leaking fuel. We're going to change, put a new fuel line, new spark plug, clean the carburetor. Hopefully that's what it is. So first thing we're going to do is take the fuel tank off. I'm going to cut it down here. We have a fuel stop and it's off. Well, I'm going to turn it off and then I'm going to cut it here so we don't leak all the fuel out the tank. Because this bottom hose is going to be replaced. I'll take these off. Oof, that's scary.
Want some juice?
Uh-oh. Yeah, let's get some juice. I thought we broke that one. I was about to say, oh boy. Not even 5 minutes into the job. Probably would help if I was using the 3/8.
Yeah, probably.
It's all good. All right, set this out of the way. So now to get to this fuel, we're going to take a couple more covers off. So we can replace this line. Looks like we got a bolt down here, 2 over here. We're going to take this cover off. And we'll get back to you when we get it. Now that we get the cover off, took the bolts out, we had to take one of the throttle linkages off, which is this little doohickey here. The primer hose. When we took everything off, we discovered that the ground for the cutoff was rotting away, so we're going to replace this as well. So the old hose fished through these little valleys, came out and went into there, so we're going to fight and do our best to get it through. What happened to that flathead? Go like this, right? And then twist this thing. Can you? What we do with them needles? Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, hold that.
All right, what are we gonna do now? Fish it behind this thing?
Yeah, it goes behind that metal.
All right. All right, I feel like this thing should sit in like a valley or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
'Cause to me, need a smaller screwdriver.
There should be one in my box over there.
All right.
On the driver's side.
Oh yeah. This will be perfect. All right, on your side, can you?
That's a weird design they got there.
Let me see that again. Yeah, it is. I mean, it. If you look down, it's not really touching, but I just feel like. All right, let's get the. Should we put a new? Let's get a new hose clamp.
Yeah, that old hose clamp's pretty rusted.
Yeah. Look at that. Look like we might act like we know what we're doing with something. Yeah, try to. Oh, jam the thing up.
Yeah, it's stuck between that bolt and that flange.
All right. Okay, we got that. All right. Now, I like to use my hand if I can to start tightening it, because if not, you'd be chasing that joker around everywhere.
Oh man. I think it went under the snowblower.
All right. We back. Ain't the first thing we ever dropped.
On the extension.
Swivel ratchets are the best. You ain't got none, invest in some. All right, now, a nice little squish. That's all you need. All right. At this point, we're going to fix this ground wire. Put everything back. Oh, we're going to clean this bulb out. That's the next thing we're going to do. Right? Is there a nut on the
Yeah,
bottom?
there's a nut on the bottom here.
All right. 13 maybe? Oh! We in there, baby. All right. Oh. Gotta clean. We gotta check these little. See these little holes in there. In that little hole, you want to check, make sure that's clean. Ah, had some junk in there. All right. Well, we'll clean this stuff and put it back on, and we'll get back to assembling it here in a minute.
All right, we got everything buttoned back up, all the bolts back in, cover back on. The carb cleaned out down there, back on. Replaced that ground wire, the hose is over here. It cut the hose for our tank. I'm about to put this new spark plug in.
Yeah, a lot of people say good things about these E3 plugs. Let me know in the comments if you like E3, especially on cars. I want to put a set of E3s in my pickup. See if they do. They gotta do better than auto lights. I'm not a big fan of auto lights, but that's what Ford gives you. So, all right, we got this wrapped up. Got that on. I'm gonna put the fuel tank on. Once the fuel tank's on, pour some gas in it, fire it up, see if it still does a had like a little backfire. It wasn't nothing crazy. Should have started it up in the beginning so you guys kind of had an idea of what I was referring to, but just had ever so slight backfire to it. You got the 6. That's what we need.
Here's that 6.
It is what it is, my man. Nice little squeeze. Take these out. Get some of this Tin Man. A little dab will do you, I guess. I'll be looking like the Tin Man here in a minute. I don't know what it is about this silver. This shit gets everywhere. But I could take that gold and I'd be okay. I wouldn't get a drop on me. Exhaust leak on that truck. All right. That's some different sounds for around here. Let's do it at 13.
I believe I have it over here.
I think this is a 13, right? Yeah. All right, so we just got to put that back on, but I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to go get some new screws. So let's put some fuel in there. Fire this girl up. Put that racing fuel in it. You know what I mean? You go to Exxon or Sunoco, get that 110 octane or whatever.
Sunoco got that good 100 octane.
You think it'll blow it up if you did that in real life?
Maybe.
Maybe if we ever get a new one or another one or a couple different ones, we'll
do some experimenting.
Yeah.
You want me to get the cord or you gonna pull it?
No. I'm gonna use the electric.
This cord over here.
Clean all this junk off. All right. All right. Throttle on, choke. Couple pumps of the. Oh, I gotta turn the fuel on.
That would help.
Won't be the first time. All right, fire in the hole. Whoa. I'm definitely running a lot better.
Yep.
Definitely running a lot better. So that's a success. Well, we'll have to get some new screws for this. And then now I'm gonna tip this thing on the front. I want to check the belts out and everything on the bottom end. And then we'll slap some grease in her and well, we got to hook this thing back up too, but we'll do that in a minute. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is healthy, but I see the internet do it, so we're going to do it. Damn.
No beat up down there.
Think she ran over a few things in her day? I think that's a 10. Where did the 10 millimeter go? There it is.
It's right here.
A famous runaway 10 millimeter. Whoa.
Almost went down the drain over
Almost fell in the drain.
Them electric ratchets are handy, ain't they?
Oh, man. Lifesaver. Truth be told, though, I don't think anything will ever replace air, but electric tools are definitely in the running.
They came a long way.
Oh yeah. Let's see. All right, so they tight.
Oh, my mic fell off.
Mic check. Well, it looks pretty good down here. I don't really see no oil or anything. Maybe get some lithium grease, throw a little bit on this chain. Other than that, slap the cover back on, and we'll we'll call it a day. So
That's a pretty interesting design there.
yeah, it is. So it's almost like, okay. So this is the shaft, and then it turns this. When you let it go, it gives it the free spin. Huh. Learn something new every day, bud. Well, we're going to wrap this up, throw a little bit of grease on it, put the cover back on it, put the shaft on it, and I think that's going to be it. If you like this content, like, subscribe. We got plenty more trucks, cars, boats. We got all kinds of shit coming. That may have been an accident out there.
That's what it sounded like to me.
But thank you. See you on the next one.